Hi, preschoolers. It's Miss Katie. How are you? I hope you're having a great start to your week. We are going to focus on a few things this week that involve fine motor, which is using things with your fingers, and you work really hard to control those small movements. And we're going to do some activities with writing and with cutting, and we're going to send those home for your parents to help you with. As a 4-day preschooler next year, you're going to work on some fine motor things that'll help you prepare for kindergarten because you're getting to be so big. So I'm going to read a book with you today. We're going to learn about the letter X, which sounds like X. And first we have the letter V. This is the sign. Then we have W. That's the sign W. And now we've got X, this funny little letter X. You're going to take your pointer finger and you're going to hold it just like this. Take your fingers and make a fist, X. I know that's such a weird little sign, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to send home some more information about the letter X for you to work on today. And I have a really funny book to read to you. It's called I Ain't Gonna Paint No More. Have any of you ever read this book with your family? It is a really silly book. It's written by Beaumont, and the illustrations are Dave Cottrell. And illustrations, friends, are the drawings, the pictures in the book. And the author is the person who writes the story. So when you grow up, you could become an author if you love to write stories and have a great imagination to develop characters. Or if you love to do drawings and create artwork, you could be an illustrator and make pictures like this for books. Could you imagine doing that as your job? How fun would that be? Zoom it up a little bit. Okay. I ain't gonna paint no more. Just so you know, the word ain't is not an appropriate word to use. It's not proper grammar, but that's how the story goes. There's a lot of fun words in it. One morning, my mama caught me painting pictures on the floor and the ceiling and the walls and the curtains and the door. And I heard my mama holler like I never did before. You ain't gonna paint no more. Look at that mess. Look at his bathtub full of all those colors. He did a lot of painting. I ain't gonna paint no more, no more. I ain't gonna paint no more. And she put those paintbrushes and all of his paint supplies way up high. Do you see him way up high in the top of the closet so he can't get to them? But look, do you see him at the top of the steps? And he promises, I ain't gonna paint no more. That's what I say, but there ain't no way that I ain't gonna paint no more. So I take some red and I paint my head. Oh my goodness, look at his head. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Oh, what the heck. Gonna paint my neck. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Still, I just can't rest till I paint my chest. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Guess there ain't no harm if I paint my... What do you think's gonna be next? What do you think he's gonna paint after he paints his chest? He painted his arm. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. I ain't gonna paint no more, no more. I ain't gonna paint no more. But I just can't stand not to paint my And now I ain't gonna paint no more. Look at his hand. Look what he did to his hand. Then I see some black, so I paint my back. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Look at his poor little doggies all painted up. Like an Easter egg, gonna paint my leg. Look at that silly leg. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Still I ain't complete till I paint my, what rhymes with complete? Till I paint my feet. Oh my goodness, look at those feet. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Do you see what a mess he's making with all those colors? Oh my goodness. I ain't gonna paint no more, no more. I ain't gonna paint my no more. But I'm such a nut gonna paint my what? Uh-oh. What do you think happened there? Y'all don't faint, 'cause there ain't no more paint. So I ain't gonna paint no more. Look at his bathtub, and look at his doggy, and look at the walls of the bathtub and the floor. Oh my goodness, what a mess. The end. Wasn't that a good book, friends? I liked that a lot. So Miss Kate and I are going to send out some more activities for you, and we will send out a question on Flipgrid, and we will not have a Zoom meeting this week. We had about 9 friends from the morning class, and that was really fun, and we'll probably do another one next week. I know it's hard for some parents to remember to sign on to that, so we're going to try Flipgrid again. And one more thing, a very, very special, important thing is we have a birthday boy today, and his name begins with the letter H. And if you remember the sign, I don't know if you remember the sign for H. Does anybody remember? This is the letter H. And this is the letter A. And this is the letter R and Y. It's Harry. Harry's birthday is today. So if you can, send him a special message on Flipgrid. And we're going to send out a question too about that. And you can respond through Flipgrid. So Harry, I hope you have a very special day. And the rest of you, I hope you have a great week. And I'll talk to you soon.